Hey everybody, uh, on tonight's menu, I believe it's around $8 because I have Angus meatballs here, and I believe I got 1 pound on sale for roughly $10, I believe. I don't normally buy Angus beef. I don't eat a whole lot of beef because of my restrictions, but I love to have a good old hamburger. Anyways, this is a great way of having some beef once in a while. I'll have 3. My husband will have 4. They're 1-inch meatballs, or 1.5-ounce meatballs. When you add in the egg and can't remember all I put in. Might be onion in there. I'm not sure. Anyways, 3 ounces is going to yield you roughly, should it be over 20 grams protein. For a woman needs about 45 grams of protein each day. So that pretty much is just about half of what I need. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is when my sweet potatoes are done, I'll stick these in the oven to heat up. So this is roughly, so we got 7 there. Not quite $5. Well, about $5 when I add in the other ingredients which is minimal on the ingredients. You can get recipes on YouTube for meatballs that are really simple. It's a way of stretching out the dollar, okay? And I like to freeze them, and all I have to do tonight is heat them up. I did put them in the oven to defrost them a little bit, but all I have to do is heat them up in the oven. So what I'm going to be doing is making some caramelized onions. Be using some some sugar and balsamic vinaigrette, just a little bit of sugar, a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette to caramelize my onions, to help me caramelize them, and they will go on the green beans. So almost a green bean casserole inspired dish without the cream of mushroom and all that sodium and whatnot, and it does save cost, right? You want your slices, you want to go along with the line of the onion, cut off both ends, go with the line of the oven, and then, go with the line of the onion, slice them in 1/4 inch thick slices, okay? And don't forget to save your scraps. You can probably see those scraps right there, okay? So you can make some broth, okay? I'll save those along with other vegetable scraps so I can make my own broth. So we're going to have, so now that's 3 things. We've got our meatballs, Angus meatballs, cut green beans, our sweet potatoes, something's missing, plus, well, our caramelized onions, so that's 4. And that's going to come to about, the sweet potatoes only had about a cup's worth. I have about a cup's worth of sweet onion here, or yellow onion, I'm sorry. Yellow onion, well, it's going to be sweet. And the green beans, they say it's 3.5 servings per can. My husband and I usually eat the whole can when we do it. So that's 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 total vegetables. And you know how I stress vegetables. So that's almost 3 servings in 1 meal. This meal will end up being approximately, the yams with the olive oil in it, less than 100 calories, easily less than 100 calories for be half a serving of vegetables. So we got 220, we have 220 between this, the sweet potatoes and green beans. We're looking at about 300 calories, and then add in another 50, because I'll probably only need about a tablespoon in total of the olive oil. And so about a 350 calorie, less than 400 calorie dish. Typically, a lot of you probably have your dinner meal as one of your biggest meals. But anyhow, that's still, you could do that. You want to throw in some cranberry sauce, or you want to make some gravy, you can do that. Anyways, this is going to be healthy. Earlier today, I had about a cup's worth of avocado and cucumber with a balsamic dressing, less than 100 calories. That was my lunch, because for breakfast I had a slice of ciabatta bread, or half of a slice of a ciabatta roll with half an avocado, one egg, one hard-boiled egg. I feel like I'm missing something. Of course, half that ciabatta roll I did throw it on some olive oil on the pan and heated it up with some, and used some garlic spice and some nutritional yeast. So my intake of calories is supposed to be 1,100-1,200 calories roughly, and I try to consume at least 3 vegetables a day, and we're going to achieve that easily. Anyway, see ya. Hey guys, so I want to let you know dinner's almost ready. Anyway, this is the first time I'm making caramelized onions this way. Anyways, I've tried it before and I don't know what happened. I think I just, well, I should have looked it up and learned the proper way of doing it. Because it does take a while. What I did with these, though, is after they browned up some, because caramelized onions, they do take a while. But I've reached a point where I think I was hoping that they're dark enough, and I put a splash, since I only have about a cup's worth of onion, I put a splash of balsamic vinegar in. I put brown sugar in, not regular sugar. I put brown sugar in, like not even a teaspoon, because this is only 1 cup's worth of onion, which will end up being about half of a cup, okay? Just so you know. Usually 1 cup of vegetables, when you cook them, they will reduce to about 1 cup. Anyways, balsamic vinegar, not even a teaspoon of brown sugar, some pepper, and just a pinch of nutmeg. I've never seen someone else do it with put nutmeg in their caramelized onion, but we're going to see how it turns out, because a lot of times I do put just a pinch of nutmeg in, and some people will notice it. They'll go, wow, what's that taste? You know, and a lot of people won't notice it. Anyways, I will be back pretty soon. I've got to heat up the beans. Yes, they're canned. I'm cheating. But it was 79 cents a can, and they're not bioengineered. So that's a good thing. And I've got my meatballs, and my sweet potatoes are already done. They only took about half an hour. They take a lot less than what I thought they would. I'll be back. Hey everybody. So dinner is served, or at least here in a moment. I'm just going to finish it up. So the reason why the sweet potatoes are so purplish, so dark, is because some of them come purplish. Anyway, so we got the sweet potatoes. We have our Angus beef meatballs, and we have our green beans with caramelized onions. This is about 400 calories per plate. A little bit more for the hubby. And it smells delicious in here, guys. I don't know if... There you go. There was kind of a glare there. Anyhow, these are some options too. If you're I know Thanksgiving is on the minds of everybody, or a lot of you, so these are some ideas too for an inexpensive meal or a partial meal for Thanksgiving. In total, this probably cost about $8 for 2 people, so about $4 a plate. Obviously, you know, you can try, if you go to, what's that, Dollar Tree or something, you can probably pick up a couple of cans of the yams and go by the directions on the back of the containers. That'd be about $2.50 plus whatever ingredients you would need to make that. You can do mashed potatoes. These caramelized onions be great on steak. Well, just about anything really. With some mashed potatoes and gravy, and oh, that would be delicious. Anyhow, I think that's about it right now. Coming to you from a frugal cook who isn't on Snap.